Can you ask for consent to search a car even if you're going to tow it? Okay, my name is Anthony Bandiero. I'm an attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue Gold Law Enforcement Training, bringing you another Roadside Chat. Actually, it's a good question. It might sound kind of odd to you why an officer would want this, but I'll tell you why they would want it. It is a good question. So this officer is in South Carolina, I believe. So, yep, South Carolina. So the officer says, look, we're going to tow a car, okay? But can we still ask for consent? Or would this be an exclusionary rule issue, right? That's about all the context I get. But, the first thing is I know you're like, why in the heck would you ask for consent when you're going to tow the car and you're going to inventory it anyway? I'll tell you why. Number one, it can broaden the scope of your search. Now, remember, inventories are very limited. They have to be on the up and up. They're limited to just finding, dangerous items, items of value, and so forth. It's not like a PC search. So for example, I use this, there are some officers that I have met over my years who will tow a car for whatever, and they have a hunch that there's something illegal in the car, a gun, drugs usually, and they'll look in very odd places. They will pull out vents, in the dashboard, and they'll open the air box in the engine compartment, because some people stash guns in there or drugs. And I'm like, BS, no way. You're not putting a damn camera down the gas tank. You're not looking in the air box for air filters. Nobody cares about that during an inventory search. You're not doing it on everybody that, the department's not. You're not taking tools out to go see if they have a K&N air filter in there. You know what I mean? So the thing is, it's all BS. It's all pretext. And you can't do that. But a consent search will likely actually allow that. So it's actually it'll give you a broader scope of search. The second reason is even if the inventory is found to be defective in some way or another, the consent search actually still might save the evidence, right? So it might be what they call, independent discovery, right? Independent source doctrine. But what's the cons, right? The con is that if they don't give you consent, it can look like a pretext, right? So imagine that you have to be on the up and up on these inventory, the inventory tows. You can't use a tow as a pretext to go find some evidence, right? So, the Supreme Court in a case called Wren versus United States, they said, we observed in upholding the constitutionality of warrantless administrative inspections, that the search did not appear to be a pretext for obtaining evidence of violation of penal laws and so forth. This is same in line with these, with inventories. Inventories are, an exception to the rule. You don't need, reasonable suspicion or probable cause to search these cars. You just need a valid governmental interest. But the Supreme Court does not want you to abuse this, because if they allowed you to abuse it and pretext these inventories, well, you can tow a lot of cars under your policy. And if that's all that matters, then you can get into a lot of cars without even having any PC. And the courts don't want that. So if you are kind of like asking questions about, hey, you sure there's no drugs in here? No? Okay, can we search the car? No? Okay, well, look, we're going to tow it. And if the court thinks that you towed it in order to find that evidence, it can come really back to bite you and be shown as a pretext tow. That's my opinion on it. So if you're on the up and up, if you're going to tow that car, regardless of what they say, and it's clear on the record, body cam, your testimony, while you're towing it, it's all on the up and up, and you also ask for consent because you want to expand the scope of that search, fine. I have no problem with it, and I think the courts will uphold it. But don't be shady about it, right? It better be a legit tow. All right? I hope this helped. If you like this, what we're doing around here at Blue to Gold, like, subscribe, share with your friends. And until next time, my friends, you stay safe.